The Tiger, the Brahman, and the Jackal, a folktale from India. A long time ago in India, there lived a holy man, a Brahman, whose wisdom and kindness to all living things were widely known. But in one case, when his kindness outran his wisdom, it almost cost him his life. The gentle Brahman was walking one day upon the dusty road between the village fields and the jungle when he saw a startling sight up ahead. An enormous tiger had fallen prey to one of the traps set by the village hunters. The beast was trying to gnaw through the metal bars with its powerful teeth, but could hardly even leave a mark upon them. Then it would fling itself in a panic from one side of the cage to the other, looking for a way out. But the lock upon the cage door was a strong one, and there was no escape for the tiger. As the Brahman approached the cage, the tiger saw him and rushed forward.
"Please, O wise one, please release me from this trap. I know you love all living things under the sun, as you love the sun itself. You have always shown such understanding of humans, but also of the beasts, from the lowliest fly to the mightiest elephant. Well, I am in need of your compassion now. I am trapped in this dreadful place, and if the hunters return to find me here, they will kill me. Please, won't you let me out?"
Now the Brahman was indeed kind, as you know, but he was also wise. "If I release you, surely you will eat me, brother tiger. Have you not experienced hunger in this cage? And are you not angry against humans for trapping you? I do feel pity for you in this situation, but I dare not open the cage."
"I swear upon the stripes of my ancestors, I will not harm you, if only you will save me. Please, O wise brother, please take pity. Are you not instructed to love all living things?"
At last the Brahman's loving heart overcame his caution, and he unlocked the cage door and swung it open. At once the tiger bounded out with a mighty leap, and knocking the Brahman to the ground, stood atop him with his sharp teeth only inches from the face of the holy man.
"Foolish man,"
he growled.
"Does your learning not tell you that everything has its true nature? Well, I am a tiger. You should have remembered the true nature of the tiger. Now you will pay for my rage and my appetite."
"But, brother, did you not swear upon your ancestors' stripes?"
"What of it? Some of us will swear on anything if we are hungry enough."
"Perhaps so, but let me convince you that your honor is as much at stake as is my life." The tiger hesitated for a moment, then stepped away.
"Very well. Here is the best I will do for you. You may walk away and ask the first 3 things you encounter whether I have justice on my side in eating you. We will act according to their answers."
The holy man, shaken, rose to his feet. "Good, then I will return soon." And he started off, his feet dragging, his body still shaking from his close call, his heart pounding as he reflected that he was still not safe. He walked for a time, then his knees gave out, and he sat down suddenly upon the road, sighing. And the road spoke to him.
"What is troubling you, O Holy One?"
The Brahman explained his situation. When he was done, he asked, "I ask you, Sister Rude, is it fair that my kindness should be met with such treachery and deception?" But the road replied,
"Do you seriously expect pity from me? I lie here all day long and all night, and provide a way for people that is smoother, more comfortable, and more direct than they might otherwise have for their journeys. And what do I get in return? They throw the peels of the fruit they eat down upon me. They drop the ashes of their wretched pipes all over me. They complain if I get muddy during the rainy season. How am I to help it if the rains turn me to mud? Yet still they complain. This is the way of all things, O man. Gratitude and sympathy? You will get neither from me.
The Brahman listened and was shaken. The first thing to whom he had told his problem had only led him a step closer to the tiger's jaws. He went on for a time, then sat in the shade of a tree and began to weep softly. The tree asked,
"What is wrong, brother, that you should weep beneath my branches?"
And the Brahman told him.
"I thought you were supposed to be wise," said the tree. "The tiger's actions should not have surprised you. Look at me. Here I give shade and rest to humans and animals alike. And how am I treated in return? Woodpeckers pound their way into my bark. Squirrels dig their sharp little claws into me as they scamper about. And people, people are the worst of all. They cut my branches for firewood, or even my trunk to build their homes. And do they ever think of all I have given them? No. It's just, we need wood. Go cut down that tree. Brahman, the world is not always kind. You should have thought of that before you released the tiger."
Well, now the Brahman was desperate. He could see the tiger's sharp teeth in his memory, feel the heat of its breath upon his face, and it seemed that with every passing moment he was no longer experiencing life, but just approaching death. Arising, he started back towards the cage, when he looked ahead and saw a jackal trotting towards him. The jackal saw the Brahman's face and stopped to ask,
What is wrong, O kindly one?
So the Brahman told his tale once more. But when he was done, the jackal shook his head as if he were chasing away a fly from atop it.
I do not understand, he said. You mean that you ate the tiger? Of course not. Perhaps I was not clear. Let me tell it again.
And he did. But the jackal still seemed confused.
Let us go to the place where this strange thing happened. Perhaps if I actually see, I will understand and be able to give my opinion.
Soon they came to the cage. The hungry tiger paced impatiently before it.
"Ah,"
he said, licking his lips.
"You have returned. Has anyone said I was unjust and should free you?"
Well, no, admitted the Brahman. Although the jackal here doesn't seem to understand any of it, so he has not yet given his opinion.
"What is there to understand?"
growled the tiger.
"I was caught in this trap. I asked the Brahman to release me, and he did. Then I told him that, as a tiger, I would now eat him, and he protested. Do you see now, jackal?"
I think so,
said the jackal uncertainly.
Let me see. You ate a cage and...
"No!"
roared the tiger.
"Don't you see the cage here behind me? I did not eat it. I was trapped within it."
Oh, yes, of course. You were in the cage, and then the kindly Brahman came along and offered to eat you.
"No, you furry idiot! You are not paying attention."
Well, I thought I was. I am terribly sorry. I do get confused sometimes, rather easily. Please be patient. I am only a silly jackal, not a great wise camel such as yourself.
Camel? Camel? What is wrong with you? Look, here is the whole story. I was in this cage,
But why? Why would you get into the cage?
well, I didn't mean to.
Well, then, how did you get in there?
In the usual manner, of course. Look, I'll show you.
And the tiger leaped through the open door into the cage. But before he could turn and come out again, the wily jackal slammed the door and closed the heavy lock.
What? What have you done? I'm trapped. Let me out, Brother Jackal.
No, dishonorable brother. The Brahman and I already know about the nature of tigers freed from cages, and the kindly nature of Brahmans. And now you have learned about the nature of jackals. We are tricky.
And he laughed and laughed as he and the Brahman walked off side by side. For more titles from Jim Weiss and Well-Trained Mind Press, please visit us at jimweiss.com or welltrainedmind.com. Thank you for listening.